Welcome to the channel. Today we're putting your brains to the ultimate test with 6 mind-bending riddles. These aren't your average puzzles. Most people can't crack them. As we go through each riddle, jump into the comments and type your best guess. No wrong answers, just fun ones. If you love a challenge, hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Ready to play? Let's dive into the first riddle. Here we go. First up, we're diving into a brain-tickling classic that has stumped people for generations. Get ready to scratch your head and question your math skills because this one is a real head-scratcher. We're starting with a riddle that seems simple on the surface, but trust me, it's designed to trip you up. So, buckle up and prepare for a mental workout. The classic missing dollar riddle. This riddle is a perfect example of how a clever wording can lead you down the wrong path. It's a test of your attention to detail and your ability to think critically. Are you ready to unravel the mystery? 3 friends, eager for a weekend getaway, decide to share a hotel room. They approach the front desk, ready to start their vacation. The total cost of the room is $30, so they each contribute $10. A fair split, right? But here's where the plot thickens. The hotel manager, reviewing the day's bookings, realizes there's been a mistake. The room was on special, and the actual price should have been only $25. To correct the error, the manager calls the bellhop and hands him $5 to return to the 3 friends, an honest gesture aiming to right the wrong. Now the bellhop, being a bit opportunistic, decides to pocket $2 for himself. After all, a little tip never hurt anyone, right? He's left with $3, which he then divides equally among the 3 friends, giving each of them $1 back. So if each friend initially paid $10 and received $1 back, it means they effectively paid $9 each. Multiply that by the 3 friends and you get a total of $27. Now, if you add the $2 that the bellhop sneakily kept for himself, you arrive at a total of $29. But wait a minute, where's that missing dollar? We started with $30 and now we can only account for $29. What happened to it? Pause and think, what's going on here? Take a moment to really consider the situation. Don't rush to a conclusion. This is where the trickery lies. Analyze the numbers, the transactions, and the perspectives. Can you spot the flaw in the reasoning? Ready for the answer? Have you figured out where the logic went astray? It's time to reveal the solution to this classic riddle. The trick is in the math. The way we're adding and subtracting the numbers creates a false sense of a missing dollar. The $27 that the friends effectively paid already includes the bellhop's $2 tip. You shouldn't be adding it again. The correct way to account for the money is to recognize that the hotel received $25. The bellhop pocketed $2, and the friends received a total of $3 back. Add those amounts together, $25 plus $2 plus $3, and you get the original $30. No money is missing. The riddle plays on our tendency to look for a simple arithmetic solution where one doesn't exist. It's all about how the question is framed. The way the information is presented leads you to make an incorrect calculation. Did you get it? Were you able to solve the riddle and avoid the trap? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to see how many of you were able to crack the case of the missing dollar. On to the next riddle. We've got plenty more brain teasers coming your way, so get ready for another round of mental gymnastics. Let's keep going. The world of riddles and puzzles awaits, and we're just getting started. Prepare yourself for more mind-bending challenges and satisfying aha moments. All right, puzzle enthusiasts, get your thinking caps on. Next up, we have the classic 3 switches riddle. This is a brain teaser that has been around for ages, testing the limits of logic and lateral thinking. It's a fantastic example of how sometimes the most straightforward problems require a bit of creative problem solving. So are you ready to dive in and see if you can crack the code? This isn't just about flipping switches, it's about understanding the underlying principles of cause and effect and using your senses in unexpected ways. Get ready to put your deductive skills to the ultimate test. Imagine this. You're standing in a room. Before you on the wall are 3 identical light switches, neatly lined up, each beckoning you to interact with them. They look ordinary enough, but they hold the key to a hidden mystery. You have no idea which switch controls what, and that's where the challenge begins. Now in another room, completely separate from where you stand, is a single solitary light bulb. It hangs patiently, waiting to reveal which of the 3 switches governs its fate. This is your target, the object of your investigation. The connection between the switches and this lone bulb is the crux of the riddle. Here's the catch, and what makes this puzzle so intriguing. You can flip the switches as many times as you want, experimenting to your heart's content. However, there's a crucial limitation. You are only allowed to enter the room with the light bulb a single time. One shot, one opportunity to observe and deduce. This restriction forces you to think strategically and gather as much information as possible before making your final judgment. So, the question that looms large is, how do you definitively determine which switch corresponds to the light bulb in the other room? What's the secret? What's the trick? It seems impossible, doesn't it? But I assure you, there is a clever solution. To solve this, you need to think outside the box. Don't just focus on the light the bulb emits. Think about what else a light bulb produces when it's been on for a while. What other physical property changes? What else can you sense besides the illumination? This is the key to unlocking the puzzle. Consider all the possibilities, engage your senses, and let's see if you can figure it out. All right, have you pondered? Have you considered all the angles? Are you ready to have your mind blown? Here's the solution, the elegant, insightful answer to the 3 switches riddle. First, turn on the first switch and leave it on for a few minutes. Say 5 to 10 minutes. This is a crucial step, as it introduces a change that you can later detect. The longer you leave it on, the more pronounced the effect will be. After the time has elapsed, turn that first switch off. Next, immediately turn on the second switch and, importantly, leave it on. Do not turn it off. This will be another key piece of information when you enter the room with the light bulb. The third switch remains untouched. Leave the third switch in the off position. This provides a baseline, a control variable in your experiment. Now, the moment of truth. It's time to enter the room with the light bulb. Remember, this is your only chance to observe and gather data. Upon entering, observe the light bulb. If the bulb is currently illuminated, then you know definitively that it's the second switch that controls it. The second switch, the one you left on, is the answer. However, if the bulb is not lit, don't despair. There's more information to gather. Carefully touch the bulb. If the bulb is off, but warm to the touch, then you know that it's the first switch that controls the bulb. The heat is the telltale sign of the switch you had on for several minutes. Finally, if the bulb is off, and also cold to the touch, then you can confidently conclude that it's the third switch, the one you never touched, that controls the light bulb. Congratulations! You've cracked the code! You successfully used heat, a byproduct of the light bulb's operation, as a crucial clue to solve the puzzle. It wasn't just about seeing the light, it was about feeling the heat. So did you figure it out before we revealed the solution? Were you able to unravel the mystery of the 3 switches? Share your thoughts, your strategies, and your aha moments in the comments below? We'd love to hear how you approach this classic riddle. Awesome! You've conquered the 3 switches riddle. But the journey doesn't end here. Are you ready to tackle the next mind-bending challenge? Let's keep those mental gears turning and dive into another exciting puzzle. Moving on. Time for the river crossing riddle. A farmer must get a wolf, a goat, and a cabbage across a river. He can only take one at a time. If left alone, the wolf eats the goat, and the goat eats the cabbage. What's the safe sequence? Here's the solution. First, take the goat across. Return alone. Take the wolf over. Bring the goat back. Take the cabbage over. Return alone. Finally, take the goat. Everyone arrives safely. Nothing gets eaten. The trick is bringing the goat back. Did you solve it? Share your steps in the comments. Let's keep the momentum going. Next riddle coming up. Onward. We're diving into the realm of classic riddles, the kind that have baffled thinkers for generations. Get ready to engage your mind and prepare for a mental workout. Now, the 2 doors riddle. This isn't just any puzzle, it's a test of logic, deduction, and your ability to think several steps ahead. It's a scenario that forces you to consider not only the immediate information, but also the potential consequences of each choice. Imagine this. You face 2 doors. They stand before you, identical in every way, offering no clue as to what lies beyond. There are no markings, no distinguishing features, nothing to indicate which path to choose. The weight of your decision rests entirely on your ability to solve the riddle. Behind one of these doors lies freedom, a chance to escape, a new beginning. It represents hope, opportunity, and the fulfillment of your quest. The promise of liberation beckons, but the path is fraught with peril. But beware, because the other door conceals danger, a trap, a fate worse than your current predicament. It could be anything from a fearsome beast to an inescapable maze, or simply a dead end. The stakes are high and the consequences of a wrong choice could be dire. Adding to the complexity, each door is guarded by a sentinel. These aren't ordinary guards. They hold the key to your survival, but also the potential for your downfall. One of these guards is bound by truth, compelled to answer every question with complete honesty. He is a beacon of reliability in a sea of uncertainty, but identifying him is part of the challenge. The other guard is a master of deception, a liar who will stop at nothing to mislead you. His words are twisted, his intentions malicious, and his sole purpose is to guide you towards the door of danger. Here's the catch. You can ask only one guard, and you can ask only one question. The single question is your only chance to decipher the truth and choose the correct door, so choose wisely. The fate of your journey rests on this very moment. So the question becomes, what do you ask? What single carefully crafted inquiry will unravel the truth and reveal the path to freedom? This is where your strategic thinking comes into play. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Here's the answer, the key to unlocking this perplexing puzzle. Prepare to have your mind blown by the elegance and simplicity of the solution. Ask either guard, it doesn't matter which one. If I were to ask the other guard which door leads to freedom, what would he say? This question is designed to exploit the inherent nature of truth and lies. Regardless of which guard you ask, both will point to the wrong door. The honest guard knows the liar would point to the door of danger, and the liar, well, he's lying about what the honest guard would say. Therefore, to secure your freedom, you pick the other one. It's a counterintuitive solution, but that's what makes it so brilliant. It's a logic masterpiece, a testament to the power of indirect questioning and the art of outsmarting deception. The beauty lies in its simplicity and the profound impact of a single, well-crafted question. Did you get it right? Did you unravel the mystery and choose the path to freedom? Let me know in the comments. I'm eager to hear your thoughts and see how many of you were able to crack the code. Ready for another mystery? The world is full of puzzles waiting to be solved, and we're just getting started. Let's solve it. Sharpen your minds and prepare for another journey into the unknown. Next up, we've got another brain teaser lined up, guaranteed to challenge your perception and test your problem-solving skills. On to the next riddle. Time for a whodunit. The stolen necklace riddle. A wealthy woman's necklace is stolen. The maid says she was cleaning next door. The butler claims he was in the wine cellar. The bellhop says he saw the butler leave the room and pocket something small. Who's the thief? The answer, the bellhop. How did he know the stolen item was small? Only the thief would know that detail. He gave himself away by knowing too much. Did you catch the clue? Comment your reasoning. Let's see who's got detective skills. Next riddle, our grand finale. Here we go, final challenge. The final riddle, the poisoned drink. You and your nemesis drink from the same pitcher. He drinks quickly and dies. You sip slowly and survive. How? The answer, the poison was in the ice cubes. He drank before the ice melted, but as you sipped, the ice melted and would have poisoned you. The trick was in the ice, not the drink. Did you solve it? Share your answer. That's the last riddle. Well done. You made it through the gauntlet. Let's wrap up. Thanks for playing. See you in the outro. That's a wrap. Thanks for playing and flexing your brain power. If you enjoyed the challenge, hit like and subscribe for more. Which riddle was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Got a riddle to stump the community? Share it below. You're the best. See you in the next video. Keep solving, keep smiling. Until next time.